So doing the transmission on the Sprite, here's the top plug and then here's the bottom plug. I'm actually kind of surprised for the amount of water was in there. Really, it just looks like normal wear, which I'll take that any day. I was afraid of there being something catastrophic or finding chunks. And I do know where the water's getting in. The water actually, I don't know how good it's going to be able to see, but the boot for the shifter is all ripped and tore apart, and then it was getting water behind the cab because windows are busted and holes are in it and the cab was smashed. And then there's the transmission. Just forget what series Ford, 4-speed. Then you got your old driveline brake for it. Just a band brake, and pull a lever in the cab and sets the brake. Pretty simple, and kind of got my hose rigged up pretty filled up. Hoping that works out pretty good. It's just going in the upper hole. If I get a little over, oh well. It's not going to hurt this thing. I want to do a really good flush on it anyway, and then maybe later on this year, early next year, try to get it pulled back up on some blocks and drain it again. Back here's your OC12 Cletrack BD differential steering system. You got your slave cylinders back here. It's a brake system, and inside of it you just got one band, two bands. You want to turn right, you pull on the right track and it tightens the tightens your left band up, and you turn right, or vice versa, I forget, but yeah, it's left and right. It's a simple system, but it worked really well, and it works really well in snow and mud and that too. And also at the same time, you're not disengaging a track, you're just slowing it down, which really made them differential steering pretty popular, especially like snowcats. I know the older Bombardiers, they ran OC4, OC12 rear ends in all their stuff. Thiokol, of course. Trying to think out who else. I don't think Piston Bully ever. Piston Bully, I believe they may have. I'm not exactly sure. And then Prenif was fairly newer than these. I think all theirs were hydrostatic. I kind of forget though the old stuff like that. Then here's your drop boxes. I can't get the plugs. Well, I can get the upper plugs loose on the drop boxes, but there's two screws on the bottom for the plugs to drain. I can't get them to move, so I think I'm just going to not worry about that because I'm afraid to break something. And it is July 31st and the Steam Show National Pike starts the 9th, so I got a couple more days to get this thing buttoned up and get it down the show. I did spend way too much time on lights on this thing. I got all the lights and everything finally working, and I'm really surprised this old girl didn't burn to the ground because it was a electrical nightmare, and there was just stuff poorly run, chafed, rubbed, and got the heater core back in it. And oh, I did one thing. I kind of modified it a little bit. I had to put a fan in it. Oh, that makes it so much nicer having a little bit of air blowing on you in this thing, because I mean, right there's your dog box for the engine, so you literally sit beside the engine and it gets hot really quick. And then blue's your heater, homemade. They did a very good job building that thing years ago out of just I don't even know what the heater core is out of. Old car or truck, something or another. So it wasn't original, but it's one of those things, just adds character to it. So I figured I didn't remove it. I thought about it because I'm not really sure if this thing will ever get run in the snow much. It probably will, but I don't think to what it was at one point in its life. Mostly just going to put around shows. But it's here, so it's safe.